When people think about flying in Africa, they usually imagine odd planes, delays, and chaos. But what if I told you on this 2-hour economy flight, they gave me a better meal and more legroom than some flights I've taken in Europe and in North America? Today we are flying one of Africa's less-known airlines, and honestly, this might be one of the most underrated economy flight I've taken all year. Let's fly Malawian Airlines from Lilongwe to Johannesburg. Welcome to the trip recap, where I review flights and lounges around the world, all self-funded and always honest. If that's your kind of content, consider subscribing. Coming up next is the exclusive new Air Canada A321XL. You don't want to miss it. We are starting up early this morning in Lilongwe. I'm definitely not a morning person, but when you get sunrise like this, it's hard to complain. Sunrises and sunsets in this part of the world really do hit differently. Like many airports across Africa, security here starts before you even enter the terminal, with bag checks right at the door, followed by proper screening after check-in. Thankfully, the process today was smooth. The check-in agents were fast, efficient, and very friendly. My carry-on baggage was a little too heavy this morning, but thankfully the agent just smiled and let me go through. I reminded myself not to expect this level of generosity on most West airlines these days. Inside the terminal, there were a few duty-free shops selling local crafts, souvenirs, and drinks. Unfortunately, my budget and my taste in expensive things don't always cover it, so I kept walking. Kamuzu International Airport has one lounge available for business class passengers. Since we're flying economy today, I tried using my priority pass. That attempt lasted just about 5 seconds. Apparently, you can't use priority pass in here unless if you pay $20. And the agent wasn't super friendly and nice about it. And honestly, with that kind of welcome, I decided to keep my $20 and move on. Instead, I grabbed a coffee and found myself a seat in the check-in common area. And one thing you notice, this place is really beautiful. I mean, look at the colors and the decoration right there. It's probably one of the nicest check-ins I have seen. Really well decorated. The aircraft views out here were actually probably better than the lounge itself. While I sipped my coffee, something unexpected happened. One of the pilots walked across the ramp, slipped, and came dangerously close to what looked like a very bad fall. For a second, the entire terminal collectively held its breath. Thankfully, he was okay because missing my connection later in Johannesburg wasn't part of today's plan. Soon enough, boarding was called and we were packed into a bus. I know some travelers hate remote stand boarding, but honestly, I actually like it. You get right up close to the aircraft, and for aviation nerds like me, that's half the fun, really. Today's aircraft is a 14-year-old Boeing 737-800, originally delivered to Ethiopian Airlines before joining Malawian Airlines in 2022. There are 154 seats on board today, 16 in business class with the rest in economy. Seat 11L will be my home for the next 2 hours. And my first impression? Pretty solid. This bulkhead row offers surprisingly amount of a good legroom. And even the standard rows behind are still a respectable 31-inch of pinch, which is not too bad at all. And here's the part that might shock people flying in Europe and in North America. I didn't pay extra to select this seat. That concept alone feels almost impossible these days. In front of you, there's a small storage pocket with safety card, magazine, and other essentials. And thankfully, individual air vents, I always like to see those. A feature airlines keep removing for some reason, despite everyone loving them. I mean, I've never met somebody who said, "Oh my god, I hate those air vents in an airplane." Not even one. The aircraft itself definitely shows its age in places. The IFE remote on the armrest looked like it had lived a very full life, really. But importantly, everything felt clean and functional. Before long, safety demonstrations was completed and we were rolling out for departure from Lilongwe. Around 40 minutes into the flight, some incredible smells started drifting from the galley. Since this was technically breakfast service, we were served a full hot meal. 2 options in economy, fried eggs or omelette. Now listen, I'm usually not a breakfast person, but this was fantastic. This was really nice. And on a 2-hour economy flight, honestly, this felt like an incredible value. Meanwhile, in some flights in North America, you're lucky to get a bottle of water without getting extra charges. Later on, I made my way to the bathroom. It's a little tight here, but that's not surprising on a 737. But importantly, they actually kept it clean here. And before long, we started our descent into Johannesburg, which was good news for me. I still had another international flight to catch. That video is already up, so check the description below or click the link above. So what's the verdict on Malawian Airlines? Sure, the aircraft has clearly seen better days. But the seats were comfortable, the crew were friendly, the flight was on time, and that breakfast genuinely impressed me. And honestly, flights like this remind me why I enjoy flying in Africa. In many parts of the world, airlines are cutting service and more every year. But here, you still get proper meals and a level of hospitality that feels refreshingly human. My one-way ticket cost around $350, not exactly cheap, But considering the service, the comfort, hot meal, and on-time arrival for my flight connection, I actually think there's really good value there for sure. What do you all think? Have airlines in Europe and North America stripped away too much from economy class? Let me know below. If you enjoy honest flight reviews from around the world, consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.